Hey, what's happening, guys? What's going on? YouTube, you guys have tuned into Rules for Rebels, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about some huge news that just came down the pipeline from Amazon. Amazon has announced that they're delaying all shipments of non-essential items going to U.S. customers for up to a month. And what this means, if you're trying to order a new ukulele, a phone cable, a microphone, a phone case, anything non-essential, anything that's not household staples, cleaning supplies, medical supplies, or food. Delivery dates are about a month out. I wasn't sure how accurate this was or whether to believe this, so I tested it out myself. I went on over to Amazon and added a pink phone case, and I tried this with a few other products as well. But you guys can see right here, the estimated delivery date is April 21st. Today is March 23rd, so that's maybe a day shy of a month. And it's not just this phone case. I tested out a couple other products from laptop sleeves to a snowball ice microphone to an HDMI cable. So pretty much across the board, delivery dates are anywhere from April 19th to April 27th across the 3 or 4 or 5 products that I tested. Now, we've had a lot of news coming down the pipeline from Amazon lately. I think it was a couple days ago or maybe last week, we had talked about how Amazon was stopping receiving shipments from Amazon FBA sellers or Amazon sellers of anything that was not a household staple, paper towels, toilet paper, or food. And when that news story came out, it actually kind of confused the Amazon sellers as well as the general public. I know my mom and my sister had commented to me like, oh my gosh, Amazon's freezing stuff, Amazon's shutting down. And at the time of the initial story, that really had nothing to do with the consumers. I mean, I guess it affected the consumers in the sense that if I sell backpacks, I'm not going to be able to re-up my stock at Amazon until this whole thing is over. But, existing stock that was already sitting in Amazon, Amazon was going to continue shipping that stuff out. And Amazon themselves even said this isn't going to affect the last leg of delivery, which is basically things from Amazon warehouses to you. Well, as of this morning, 10/19, March 23rd. Today is Monday, March 23rd. This story comes out on CNET. Amazon delays shipments of non-essential items in the U.S. by up to a month. So again, if you're buying anything besides food, besides hand sanitizer, cleaning supplies, it's going to be about a month out. If any of you guys are Amazon Prime members, you may want to consider canceling your membership unless you are somebody who orders food. Even if you have a full year subscription, they'll refund you for whatever is left in the year. And if you're somebody who's paying month to month, the $12.99 or whatever it costs a month, obviously at any time you can halt it or restart it back up. But unless you're somebody who's actively ordering food or cleaning supplies off Amazon, which you may or may not even be able to get, you may want to consider canceling that membership. Right now, everyone's kind of buckling down anyways. So you might be able to use that money for something better, especially if you're somebody who's out of work. But let's go ahead and give this article a read. The title of the article is Amazon Delays Shipments of Non-Essential Items in the U.S. by up to a month. The change comes after the company last week prioritized basics and medical supplies during the Modelo cough emergency. By the way, if you didn't catch my video earlier, I made a video about I was almost going to title the video My Unpopular Opinion About the Modelo Cough. I think I wound up titling it The Modelo Cough and Its Effect on E-Commerce, Crypto, Stock Markets, and entrepreneurship or something like that. And I was actually kind of pleasantly surprised. Right now there seems to be a lot of beer cough shaming of people going on. God forbid somebody goes out for a run or something, like you're actually going to catch something going out and doing a solo activity like that. But there's a lot of beer cough shaming going on right now where people are like, how dare you step outside? How dare you go for a walk in the park? But it seemed, I really didn't get attacked at all. And a lot of you guys even kind of agreed with me. So that was kind of refreshing. But I'll put that video down in the description box below and also put a card above in case anybody wants to check that one out. Anyhow, let's go on with reading this article. Amazon on Monday confirmed that it's significantly delaying U.S. deliveries of non-essential items as part of its effort to get more medical supplies and household staples to its customers during the beer cough pandemic. According to product listings on its website, some of these shipments will be delayed by as much as a month. Last week, Amazon said it started prioritizing shipments of essential items in its warehouses to allow it to stock and ship them faster. Those items included baby formula, medical supplies, household basics, and hand sanitizers. New shipments of all other items were temporarily banned. Now, this wasn't to customers. Again, just to clarify, this was Amazon sellers like you and I sending our inventory into Amazon FBA. This recent announcement is actually going to affect customers, and this has actually been happening for the last week or two. My girlfriend had actually ordered some razors off Amazon, which you would think would be considered like a, I don't know, staple or hygiene item or whatever. But the delivery date was about 2 weeks out, even though it technically was a Prime item. So Amazon's been kind of missing delivery dates as it is, so I guess we shouldn't really be surprised to see this move happen. The latest move should help the world's largest e-commerce company keep its logistics channel less clogged. It's responding to a huge spike in demand from millions of U.S. residents asked to stay home to prevent the spread of the pathogen. To serve our customers while also helping to ensure the safety of our associates, we've changed our logistics, transportation, supply chain, purchasing, and third-party seller processes to prioritize stocking and delivering items that are a high priority for our customers, an Amazon spokesperson said on Monday. This has resulted in some of our delivery promises being longer than usual. Now, obviously, this is a crazy situation. This isn't the norm. It's, a quote-unquote an act of God. It's something outside of Amazon's control. But I would still be curious to see, and I'm sure they won't do this, but I would still be curious to see if Amazon maybe offers a few months of free Prime or discounts people's Prime a little bit, because it really is kind of unfair that you're paying for 2-day shipping. And again, even though it is outside the control of Amazon, that you're not going to be getting that 2-day shipping. Like personally, I would rather order from Walmart or Best Buy or Newegg or some other shop if I'm ordering something and actually get it in a reasonable amount of time than have to order it from Amazon and wait a month. And again, I'm not knocking Amazon for this. Amazon's kind of become a place that people buy, that people rely on. And, obviously in a time like this, household cleaners, hygiene items, food, baby formula, these things are a higher priority than phone cases and ukuleles and HDMI cords. But nonetheless, it still sucks if you're somebody who's paying for 2-day delivery and you're not getting it. Will U.S. customers have to wait much longer for shipments of items like toys and musical instruments? The change isn't as severe as in other countries. Reuters over the weekend reported that Amazon stopped taking any orders for non-essential items in France and Italy, 2 countries badly hit by the virus. And I wouldn't be shocked to see this kind of happen in the U.S. as well. Obviously, here in the UK was a couple weeks behind Italy in the spread, and the US is a couple weeks behind Italy and the UK. If you watch my video from this morning, I think this whole thing is being a little bit overhyped to begin with. But nonetheless, I really wouldn't be surprised to see this policy wind up hitting the US as well. In the US, Amazon is also responding to the crisis by starting a hiring blitz of 100,000 more US workers and raising its hourly employees' wages and overtime. It also instituted many new measures to keep its warehouse workers and delivery drivers safe, such as increased cleanings and stopping stand-up meetings of large groups. Still, some warehouse workers have complained that the company isn't doing enough and have called for more paid time off, I'm guessing, and more protective measures. So I was just kind of curious. I think I saw comments on this article. Let's see what people have to say. Japan, also 2 to 3 weeks. I love reading all the complaints. Try reading the fine print. Prime membership doesn't offer your order to be delivered in 2 days. It offers 2-day shipping so that your order arrives within 2 days or less after it leaves their warehouse. Complain all you want, but you're not getting a refund. LOL. I hope you guys didn't pay the fee just for the 2-day shipping. Why the fuck else would you pay the fee? Amazon's movie platform sucks. Their music platform, I'd rather listen to Pandora with ads. I'm not sure why this guy's all smug about it. Everything about Amazon fucking sucks except for the 2-day delivery, in my opinion. Amazon Prime Pantry is gone. Prime Video is slowed down to 480p resolution. Prime Video is garbage anyways. And Prime deliveries are pushed off 3 to 4 weeks. Sorry, but I feel like I should receive a refund on $119 that I spent for Prime membership fees, or at the very least, an extension of membership expiration date. Some bleeding heart liberals might say I'm being cold and heartless, but I felt the $119 was far too expensive, and the world's second largest company cannot deliver on promises. Amazon should not bill/charge anybody for Prime fees until this situation is resolved. And I kind of agree with this guy, I'm not complaining about this policy because I think it's the right thing to do, and I think it's going to help people. But at the end of the day, if this winds up lasting 2 months, Amazon should give people 2 months of Prime, because they've essentially paid for, my gym membership, or my gym, Planet Fitness. They've already told me that they're going to credit me for a month since I paid and I can't go to the gym. Although my gym only closed down on Friday. I was surprised they were one of the last things to stay open. But if my gym can give me an extra month, surely Amazon can extend people an extra month worth of Prime. Let's see, you can always try waiting in line at the local B&M and taking your chances on getting hacked. I do think $119 is a lot, but every customer should decide the value. I think all membership clubs should offer an extension. Agreed. I do think they should offer an extension on the benefits since they aren't actually delivering those benefits, i.e. 2-day delivery. For the $119, that's a bargain in my book. That's $10 a month for Prime delivery and Prime Video. It's certainly no more expensive than Disney or Netflix. And that is kind of a good point. If you're going to pay $10 for Netflix or Disney or Stars, by the way, Stars actually has a pretty sweet deal going on right now. I think it's like $5 and you get Stars for like 90 days or something like that. I was considering signing up for it, except that if I do wind up signing up for it, I'm going to forget to cancel it, and I'm going to wind up paying for Stars for 6 months. So if my girlfriend wants to do it, as she's the one who's more organized, maybe we'll get that. Stars has some pretty sweet movies. But essentially, if you do like Amazon Prime Video, which in my personal opinion kind of sucks, or if you use their photo storage or their music, I could see how it's not a bad value for the price. But if all you're in it for is a 2-day delivery like me, that's actually why I canceled my Prime on Prime Day this past year. I will admit that I caved and bought like 1 or 2 months of Prime back around summertime because I bought a new bike and I was wanting to get some like lights and accessories for it. But outside of that, I wound up canceling it again. Just had to use Walmart to place an order for some non-essential bug screens. I need to keep my garden alive. Estimated delivery from Amazon was April 21st, despite showing it was in stock with a little Prime badge. Walmart says guaranteed delivery in 2 days. Wondering if I should cancel my Prime account until they go back to normal. I know there's a crisis, but what's the point of Amazon if they don't deliver fast? Why not hire all the people who got laid off from restaurants and bars? I actually got a little garden going in my closet right now, some peppers and things like that I'm getting ready to put out once spring hits here. I actually planted some sunflowers too, although those already wound up dying on me. Let's see, 3 to 4 weeks for things I'd get in 2 days. Hire more people maybe and protect them properly. You can't always protect people when they work in proximity to one another. That's why you're not getting non-essential items for a month. That's actually not why he's not getting non-essential items for a month. It has more to do with the huge influx of orders and prioritizing the important stuff. But let's see, Jeremy Cafe says they hired 100,000 more workers and people are doing much more. Sounds like they are simply trying to avoid overloading the system so that things that need to go out will go out. I agree. Walmart has a tiny online business compared to Amazon, so I would assume when they can still put things out for delivery. But if more of a high priority stuff needs to go out, they get moved up in a software queue. Hard not to agree with that plan. And then lastly, Belle Gareth says, it doesn't matter the reason why, even if one agrees with what they are doing. We paid for a specific service for a year. Many of us recently, if we aren't going to get what we paid for, the charge to us should be reduced or an end date extended. So what do you guys think about this? Where do you stand on it? Is this a good decision? Is this a good move just in general? Which I think it's kind of hard to agree that you or I need a new ukulele over somebody getting baby formula. So I think it's a good move. But is it wrong of Amazon not to somehow credit or extend people's primes? I think it is. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a comment below. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.